In the first lesson of this module, I explained that although the Windows client and the web client are very much alike, there are also some important differences. And one of the first differences that we will cover is the application menu. Now, the application menu is something that is only available in the Windows client. In the web client instead, we will use My Settings, which we will cover in the following lesson. So let's start with the application menu. So like I just said, the application menu is only available in the Windows client, and we will use it, for example, to change the work date, the language, the server, the company, and so on. So if you want to change from if you want to go from one company to the other, you can do this by going to the application menu. The application menu also offers the customize options, and we can also find the help function in the application menu. So let me show you this in the application. So here in the application, where can we find the application menu? Well, very simple. It's the little blue box that you can find at the top left of the application window. And if you click here, you can see the different options that we can use in the application menu. Now, the first thing that we can do is change the work date. So if I click here, you can see the current work date, which is January 25, 2018. And by the way, this is a demonstration work date. So in real life, this would be today's date. But in this case, because we are using a demonstration company, this is also a demonstration work date. Now, if I want to change the work date, I can do this simply by clicking here on the drop down, and I can switch, for example, to the 31st of January 2018. And by clicking on OK, you will see now that here in the status bar, my work date has changed to January 31st. What you will also see is that also the information here in my queues is updated based on the new work date. You can also change the work date simply by clicking here on the status bar, so that will also work. If I want to revert, for example, to the 25th, I can click on the drop down, select 25th, and then click on OK. So this is the first thing that we can do here in the application menu. Another thing that you can do is select language. So if your license would include different languages, you could switch from one to the other. In this case, the W1 license I'm using here for my demo company only includes English. But in a lot of country versions, like for example the French version, you will have both French and English available. And in this way, you can then switch from one to the other language. So what else can we do? We can select server. So if you want to switch from one to the other server, if multiple servers have been set up, for example, for testing or developing purposes, you can switch from one to the other server by using the select server option. We can do the same for companies. So if you want to go from one to the other company, I can click here and then look at the different companies included in my database. So currently I only have one company, but you can create multiple ones if you want, and then switch from one to the other. And also this is something that you can do by clicking on the company name in the status bar. So if I click here in the status bar, you will see the same page, and also here I can switch from one to the other company. We also have a number of customized options. So in the following module, we will look at the personalization in detail. And all the personalization options that we have on a specific page can be accessed by going to the application menu and then customize. So for example, in this page, I can customize the ribbon, this page, the navigation pane, and I can also reset the user specified settings. You will see that if I open another page, the customize options are also updated. So now if I go to the application menu, if I select customize, you will see now a number of other options that are available on this page. And finally, we can also open the help function. So if you want to find help on the topics or on the functions that you want to use in the system, you can open the Microsoft Dynamics NAV help function, but there is also the About Us page that I will explain in one of the following modules.